find it so interesting that when I talk about meeting my husband's needs, the automatic assumed thought is that it's just sexual, or the only need a man ever has is a sexual need. That is completely untrue. Don't get me wrong. I've never denied my husband. I've never turned him down. I've never refused. I've always responded because I love being desired by my husband. And transparently, my husband's super sexy, okay? I desire my husband. But men are also significantly more complex than just lustful creatures like women like to paint them out to be. For example, women will sit here and demand a man increase his emotional intelligence, right? But what they really crave is that emotional vulnerability from a man. If you've ever listened to a man without interrupting him or trying to change his mind, you will hear from them that being vulnerable with a woman is a dangerous game to play. And women don't want to hear that because they refuse to take responsibility or accountability for the fact that they weaponize men's vulnerabilities. They will attack them, they will degrade them, and then they will emasculate him, and he will never come back from that. So if you as a woman want your husband or your partner or any man in your life to be vulnerable, you have to create the container of safety that they require in order to be willing to go into the depths of their emotional landscape and explore that with you. The other uncomfortable truth is that men are not raised in a culture that allows them to express themselves emotionally. They're judged, they're criticized by their male counterparts, they can be shamed. It's like, put your bootstraps on, boy, stop bitching about it, go out and conquer the world. And they're conditioned to do this from a very, very young age. I say this because they do not have the language all the time to express their vulnerabilities or their emotions the way that you would. And you think that he's inadequate because he certainly has not had somebody sit with him and work through those things so that he can build more confidence in understanding what's going on so that he can communicate those things to you. It requires patience, it requires curiosity, and it requires the desire to understand, because the male inner world is different than the female inner world. Okay, this is cultural, this is expectations, this is biological predispositions and wiring. All of these things shape their brains to be different. And their inner worlds, their deepest fears, also to be very different. Men are not numb. They're not so simplistic that they don't have depth. But if your man is not going there with you, it's likely because you have not created a space or a level of trust where he truly believes that you will hold that and honor it with the level of responsibility and protection that allows him to know that no matter what, that stuff stays locked up in a box and is never used against him, for better or worse. Love you.